getting excited? You getting excited? What do you mean no? We going camping? We going camping? Yeah. All right. So I actually wasn't gonna camp at this site, but as soon as I got here, I knew we had to camp here. There's a reason, let me show you. Garbage. It's somebody's old tent. Be taking that out of here. ADK Tubing Company's raft. All sorts of garbage on the table, on the ground. Beer can. So yeah, it's like the campsite is asking us to clean it up. So that's what we're gonna do. Thanks for joining us. Oh my God, there's a f***ing mattress over here. So yeah, I think this is gonna be camp for the night. We'll clean up as much of this garbage that somebody else left for us, get it out of the woods, and leave it a little better for the next guys. I'd really like to get rid of that mattress. We'll see, as that's not cool. They left their bedding in there too, so we gotta get rid of that. Blankets, pillows.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Adventures of Spackmann. Today, we're hammock camping in the winter, testing out a new underquilt. I had a company, Easthills Outdoors, reach out to me, asking me if I wanted to try out and review one of their underquilts. So, I asked them to send me two. One for you guys, one for me. So I'm doing another giveaway. I'm calling this New Year, New Gear. Because it's the new year, and I got new gear, and so can you guys. Stick around, I'm going to talk about this underquilt, and let you know how well it kept me warm last night. It was pretty cold, but I stayed warm. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's get into this. Before I start talking about this underquilt, I'm going to go get in the hammock hot tent with Jay and warm up a little bit. Let's go. All right, guys, we're chilling in the hammock hot tent. Nice and warm in here. It's in the 40s in here at least. We have the one side open, but coffee's done. So cheers. Cheers. Oh, that's good. I'm going fancy today. I have some Starbucks Instant that I got for Christmas. It's January 2nd, our second annual New Year's trip. Last night we headed out into the woods. I didn't film much at all yesterday. Just relaxed with Jay and had a good time last night. But we set up two hammocks out here in the woods. We got a stove going down here. The Pole Molly Traveler stove. And I want to show you something with this pipe. But it's cool. I hooked up the pipe but differently. It's cool anyways. So we're going to enjoy the coffee. And then I'm going to get into talking about that underquilt.
Alright, so let's talk about this underquilt. It is the Easthills Outdoors hammock underquilt. They ended up sending me two synthetic underquilts. One for myself and one to give to you guys. Me and Jay, we both used them last night. Jay was in the hammock hot tent, but the stove went out last night before he went to bed, so he was testing the underquilt as well. Then I came under here in my tarp and slept in it. The temperatures dropped to 33 degrees Fahrenheit last night, well below the comfort rating of this underquilt. And I stayed warm, and so did Jay in there. We'll go over and we'll talk to Jay about his experience with the underquilt in a little bit. This was my first time winter camping in a hammock, and I really enjoyed it. The hammock I used ended up being a little too small for myself, but I slept fine, fit the underquilt perfect, and I was perfectly warm. Inside the hammock, I was using my 0 degree Summit downfill sleeping bag, and I love this sleeping bag. If you know anything about hammocks, when you lay down in them, whatever insulation you have underneath you gets compressed from you laying down. So the wind and the cold will whip underneath you and draw the heat right out from underneath you. And that's what the underquilt is for. This insulates you from underneath, and it can't get compressed because it's underneath the hammock, so you're not laying on it. And it worked great last night. Now, I'm not suggesting that you take these 45 degree underquilts and you take them winter camping like we did. We just wanted to try it out for our first time and see how they did. And they actually performed very well. Let me show you how they set up onto the hammock, and we'll do that now. On either end of the underquilt, there's a V-notch with two draw cords that come out. Two draw cord loops with two cord tensioners right here. What I did was I took the hammock, I detached the hammock from the carabiner, and then I slipped these cords over top of it and got it down to here. And then I hooked the hammock back up. and then pulled these tight. See how it pulled it right into here? And then the other side. And then you lift it up around there, and you're closed in here. In the middle, there's drawstrings as well. Right now, they're pulled tight because I just woke up. But normally, they sit like this. And then you take the drawstrings, you pull them tight, and that keeps it up around you throughout the night. I ended up tying this right here over me like this, and then I double knotted it so it didn't go anywhere. I guess I can't say afraid, but I was a little scared that this was going to come down and I was going to get cold in the middle of the night. So I tied that up, and it worked. I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do, but that's what I did, and it ended up working for me. Down here on this end is the same as the other end that I just showed you. There's a V-notch with 2 pull cords, and I put it around the hammock the same way. So this is the Easthills Outdoor Snuggler. It's 47 by 98 inches. Or 120 by 250 centimeters. It weighs in at 35 ounces or 1,010 grams. One complaint I have about this is the stuff sack. This thing is really small and it's rather hard to stuff this back into it. It could have been a ½ inch larger and it would have fit much better. So Easthills Outdoors, make your stuff sacks a little bigger, okay? Thank you. But other than that, it kept us warm. Let's go see what Jay has to say. We'll get his opinion and then we'll wrap this up. All right, Jay, so you used the underquilt from Easthills Outdoors too. How'd you like it?
I thought it was great.
Yeah, did it keep you warm last night?
It kept me warm first time using it, and with my 0-degree bag, I was definitely more than warm.
Yeah, another feature of this hammock underquilt that I really like, I ended up using it as an underquilt for my chair last night while we were hanging out in the hot tent. I'll show you that setup right now. It worked amazing. I didn't feel any cold air from underneath me, and if anybody's camped in the wintertime and sat in a chair, you know that your butt and your back can feel that cold air. Well, this hammock underquilt took care of that last night, and my butt and my back was nice and toasty. All right, so we're about to get our hammocks ready, but I wanted to show you that I'm using the underquilt as an underquilt for the chair. I bungeed it here at the top on both sides, and then I brought it down and wrapped it around that leg and folded the rest down into it. It's been keeping my butt and my back warm this whole time. It actually worked very well. So that's going to about do it for the Easthills Outdoor Hammock Underquilt. I'm going to continue to test this and use it as I want and need. I have a feeling I'm going to use this a lot for an underquilt for my chair because we go winter camping a lot, and that's one thing I really hate is my back being cold sitting by the fire. So I think this is going to come in handy there. Like I said, this is new year, new gear. So if you're interested in winning Jay's underquilt, the one that he used last night, it's the blue one, let me know in the comments down below. This is the giveaway video, so let me know if you want it. Down below, say I'm in, and at some point in time, I'll draw a winner. This is for U.S. subscribers only, unless you want to pay shipping to get it to you. And that's about it. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you on the next one. Check this out, guys. I have my adapter on the Pomali Traveler stove with the stainless steel pipe from the cheapest hot tent stove from Amazon.